Amazing Eric Sports. Sports and laughs. It's all love. Ow!
Floyd Money Mayweather is back training, y'all. And the question that everyone wants to know is why and who and what for. Is Floyd Mayweather training for a fight, for a huge fight with gennady, Triple G Golovkin? That's what we got to talk about today. Amazing Eric Sports. Let's go, man. What is up, fam? It's your boy Eric, and I'm back with another one. Listen, I want to jump into this one really quick because it's hot, it's caliente. We got to get into it fast. When I jumped on YouTube today, I started seeing all these videos from all my different favorite uploaders, from all my people out there. Everybody's talking about Floyd Mayweather is back in training. He's back training again, y'all, and everybody is thinking, and the thought is getting passed around now. Is he training for Triple G? We have to discuss that today. So you know how we do. I have 3 quick points I want to dive into, make you think. Let's think about it. Let's open it up together. The first thing we want to discuss is never forget Floyd Mayweather loves the spotlight. That's point number 1 we're going to talk about. The second point is the real reason I think that Floyd Mayweather is training. That's point number 2. And the third one you have to stick around for. This is the juicy one. What I think happens if Floyd Mayweather and Triple G actually fight. That's what we're going to talk about today. Let's dig into it, y'all. Let's do this. Okay, I had to start with this as point number 1. Point number 1, never forget Floyd Mayweather loves the spotlight. If I could add an addendum to that, if I could add like something extra at the end of that title, it would be, and he's good at getting it. Probably the best at getting it. The reason I wanted to start here is because this could actually all be smoke and mirrors. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying that he's not training to fight someone or Triple G or somebody else, but I'm saying Floyd Mayweather is a master at this. My honest, humble opinion, and it's just my opinion, nobody knows for sure, but I think sometimes Floyd will even rub us the wrong way if that means putting himself back in the spotlight. It doesn't matter if he's saying something, if he's all of a sudden jumping behind supporting Donald Trump, or if he's doing something else. Whenever he starts to like fade a little bit and people aren't talking about him as much, he's genius at doing things, whether you like him or whether you don't like him, to get everybody talking about him again. Look at this move. He goes to train. Now we're all talking about him. Now we're uploading about him. Now he's back on everybody's lips. He's back on everybody's feed. Everybody's on Twitter talking about him, Instagram talking about him. Floyd Mayweather is a genius doing this, and I think Floyd is going to be doing this to us till he's 55 years old. 55 years old. I think Floyd Mayweather will stop this when he is 55 years old. So we got 15 more years of this. And the reason I say 55 is because it's going to take that long, I think, for people to believe that he actually can't come back and beat one of these top guys. He knows that a big part of his fan base, a big part of people are going to think, because he was such a brilliant boxer in his day, that people are going to always think maybe Floyd can come back and beat this guy. Maybe Floyd can come back and beat that guy. He knows that. He also craves that spotlight. And that's no disrespect to Floyd Mayweather Jr., because if we all had the spotlight on us the way he's had it on him for the last at least 15, 20 years here, we would want the spotlight too. We wouldn't want that to go away. So I'm not hating on Floyd for that. Man, if you had it on you like that, of course you're going to want to keep that. Floyd Mayweather Jr. could be, I'm just dropping this out there, he could be doing this just to turn the spotlight back to himself a little bit. That's a thought. What do you guys think? I don't know. Your boy thinks there's a chance Floyd Mayweather might have just wanted a little attention. I don't know. All right, moving on to point number 2. We're going to jump right into point number 2 really fast on you this morning. Point number 2. The real reason I think Floyd Mayweather's training. I'm just being honest, y'all. I honestly think he is thinking about or testing his body to see if he can do this or get ready and fight again, but I don't think it's Triple G. I think it's Conor McGregor. I think he's going to fight Conor McGregor. I saw my brother, my man, Black Fight Fan TV, made a video on this, and he made some great points as to why the Conor McGregor rematch won't be as big as the first one. I agree with him that it won't be as big as the first one. But here's the deal about Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. If you were talking about 5 million, you know, it's been argued that it was somewhere between 4.5 million to 6 million pay-per-views. You really have to think about it like this. This is just how I was thinking about it. If they do half of that, they'll be right back at around 3 million. And here's the thing with Floyd Mayweather that you always have to remember. More than any athlete I've seen in such a long time, maybe even in my lifetime of watching sports, people want to see this dude get beat so bad, and that means something. That means dollar signs. That means sales. And all they need is just a little belief. And Floyd is a genius at knowing this. Now, if there were ever two people who I think were friends and worked together to make money behind the scenes, I think that's Floyd Mayweather and I think that's Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor dropped something a few weeks ago. I started to make a video about it. I hate I didn't do it now. But Conor McGregor dropped something probably 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about his future, and he said, we will see if I can talk Floyd into that rematch. If I can't talk Floyd into that rematch. He mentioned it on 2 different occasions in an interview. First time he said, we will see if I can talk Floyd into the rematch. The second time he was speaking on something else and he said, if I can't talk Floyd into the rematch, I'll fight whoever else he was talking about. That lets me know that it's in Conor's brain. Here's the thing. I was at a movie theater watching that fight, surrounded by Conor McGregor fans. It was crazy. It's like the whole movie theater was packed. It was sold out. Everybody was there for Conor McGregor. The belief that they had in Conor McGregor will push that fight. I have a lot of friends who are really, really pro-Floyd fans. They'll get on your nerves because they're so pro-Floyd. Then I have some friends that are so anti-Floyd. They get on my nerves too. I know they're going to hear this video. Your boy still loves you. You're all my fam. But both of those two groups get on my nerves sometimes. But if you listen to the anti-Floyd people, if you listen to them, all they say is, well, Conor had some success though. Conor had some success. He just got tired, but he had some success. He was landing that uppercut. I've even heard a lot of them when I'm talking to them in my work or wherever I'm talking to people about the fight. They say, hey, until Conor got tired, he was outboxing the best boxer in the world. He just got tired. All it would take is for Conor McGregor to release a training video, to come out here training, no shirt, in his drawers, and we sitting back like, come on, bro, man, don't train in that, man. Put some Nike shorts, put some basketball, some Jordan brand Nike shorts on, bro. Loosen it. Don't wear that. That's what we say when we see his training videos. But anyway, all he got to do is come back out, make a training video and say, I'm gonna knock that beep beep. If he comes back like that, the only thing he would have to do is explain the stamina. Think about it with me, peeps. Think about it with me. This fight would sell again, and it would sell more than the Triple G fight because of the buying public, because Conor and Floyd cross over into the casual public. It's almost like going to a movie. It's almost like a sci-fi movie. Triple G and Floyd will be contained into the boxing world. It would cross over a little bit, but it wouldn't do what Conor and Floyd would do. And trust me, the fans would believe in him. They think now he just got tired. Floyd would be even a year older. And if Conor says, I've corrected my stamina, I've been through the boxing experience one time now. Now I brought in a new trainer. I'm not doing the bike riding. I'm doing the jogging now. I'm on the road. I'm doing the road work. My stamina's correct. I'm going to knock Floyd out. They're going to go crazy again. Ireland's going to flood back over here again. The press conferences will be back again. Even if it doesn't do 6 million, it might do 3 million. I still think that fight outsells Triple G. And if we follow who Floyd Mayweather has always been, at least, you know, Money Mayweather, who that guy has always been. He's taken the fight. I'm not saying he fought all scrubs, but he took the fights at the right time where the risk was lower and the reward was higher. And I'm not mad at him for it. He took the lower when the risk was just right, you know, not as high, but the reward was just at the right place. That's exactly what this fight is. I don't see Floyd at 40 years old now going away from something that he didn't even do when he was in his prime. Conor McGregor would make more money. The paycheck would be bigger for Conor McGregor in a rematch than it would be to fight Triple G. More money, a less risky fight. That's Money Mayweather. It has his autograph all over it. Okay, point number 3, the final point, and I know you guys were waiting for this. Let me tell you what I really think, my honest opinion. If it were to happen right now, next year, 2018, Floyd Mayweather versus Gennady Triple G Golovkin. The first thing you have to know about this fight, both fighters have lost a step. Again, I got to say it again. I got to put it on the screen because I need it to go in you. I need you to really figure out, it needs seeping in. Both fighters have lost a step. That is very key to my pick that I would make in this fight. Both of these guys have slowed down. Now, do your boxing history. I know a lot of you guys know this stuff. You know this stuff. What happens with boxers? Go back to Muhammad Ali. I had to do all of this on VCR tape, my dad's VCR tape. But if you go back to Muhammad Ali and you look, most people remember Muhammad Ali for the rope-a-dope. But before Muhammad Ali got sent to jail for not going to the war, Muhammad Ali was not a rope-a-dope fighter. When he was in his prime, he was on his toes. He was pretty. That's where the whole float like a butterfly, sting like a bee came from. He wasn't a rope-a-dope guy at all. As he aged, as he lost a step, he became more stationary. Floyd Mayweather in the Conor McGregor fight, more stationary, took a few more shots than we normally see him take. And I know people are going to say, well, that's just because he wasn't worried about McGregor. I believe you there. I believe that's a point. But also, Floyd Mayweather is 40 years old. That's why I think he picked Conor McGregor. You have to remember how smart Floyd Mayweather is. He's one of the smartest fighters outside the ring in history. Just like he's one of the best fighters, one of the best defensive fighters inside the ring. Floyd Mayweather is super smart. I think he knew where he is at 40. His slow reflexes, his slow footwork. Conor McGregor was a lot safer bet for him. So Triple G has slowed down also. We can see it in Triple G's fight game. If you're a Triple G fan and you're not willing to admit that there's a little bit of slippage in Triple G, you're not really being honest. If you're a Floyd Mayweather fan and you're not willing to admit Floyd's 40 now, he slipped, he's not the same guy that was fighting Marquez and people like that, you're not being real. And I understand sometimes we can like fighters so much we don't see it. I was just like that with Roy Jones. I was like, no, Roy ain't slipping. Roy ain't slipping. But Roy was really, really slipping. So I'm telling you from experience, when they show that they're slipping, believe them. So Triple G and Floyd have both slown. What is that going to make for? That's going to make for a more stationary fight where both fighters are landing punches. A more stationary fight where both fighters will be landing punches. Floyd Mayweather was not able to get away from Conor McGregor. Now, we all know if Floyd fights Conor McGregor, even, I would say the Floyd Mayweather 2 years ago, the fight Andre Berto, wouldn't have even got touched by Conor McGregor. Or the one who fought Canelo. Canelo, oh my God, Canelo was throwing everything but the kitchen sink and he couldn't even get a sniff on Floyd. That Floyd would have beat Triple G, I think. I think that Floyd Mayweather beats Triple G, not because he was stronger than Triple G, because Triple G wouldn't be able to hit him. That was Floyd Mayweather's game. But now his game has changed. Floyd is more stationary now, and I don't think it's necessarily because he wants to be. I just think he's 40. Father Time. Now he has to be. So think about this. Canelo was able to bounce multiple shots right off of Golovkin's head, even Daniel Jacobs. So you have to ask yourself this. Can Floyd Mayweather punch harder than Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs? Is he really hitting that hard? But Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs, they couldn't stop or really even hurt. You know, Triple G never even really got really wobbled in either one of those fights. They were both close fights. But those two guys, Danny Jacobs and Canelo, were able to hit him in the head, hit him with solid punches to the face and the body, and he was able to take it. So ask yourself, do you really think Floyd Mayweather can make a dent on Triple G with just his punching power? I'm not saying it's going to feel good. Of course, Floyd can crack. Floyd is not like a guy with a feather fist, but can he punch harder than Danny Jacobs? Can he punch harder than Canelo? I think we would all have to say the answer to that is no. And Floyd Mayweather was never going to beat Triple G with his power. Floyd could get in the time machine and come back out the Floyd that fought Canelo Alvarez. I would pick him over Triple G any day. The Floyd Mayweather that fought Canelo Alvarez, I'm picking Floyd. But that Floyd was not going to beat Triple G with power. He didn't beat Canelo with power. He beat Canelo with skill, with boxing IQ, with an incredible defense. That's what Floyd Mayweather beat him with boxing IQ, with skill, with well-timed power shots that at least made him think, then knock him out, made him think, made him not want to get countered. That's the way he was going to beat Triple G. He was never going to be in a more stationary fight and beat Triple G. If they fight right now, I think that fight favors Triple G because it seems Floyd Mayweather's legs have slowed down. His legs have slowed down. And like all great fighters at the end of their career, towards the end, what are they involved in? More give and take type of fights because their legs have slowed down. So think about it like this. Who is more prepared for a give and take fight? Floyd doesn't even have a lot. I know if you go back to the Emmanuel Augustus fight, Chop Chop Corley fight, Jab Judah fight, and now the Conor McGregor fight, those are probably the only 3 or 4 fights where Floyd was in a bit of a firefight. Maidana, those were some firefights too. Oh my goodness, Castillo, how can I forget Castillo 1, part 1? Probably the biggest firefight he's ever been in, that one too. But for the most part, Floyd Mayweather has fought his career and he gets away. He's not a guy who takes a lot to give a lot. Triple G, on the other hand, takes punches to give punches. He's used to it. So a fight when they have both slowed down favors Triple G. On the way out, I'm going to give you the perfect analogy of this. Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones. I give you this on the way out. When they were in their primes, if you put Roy Jones in his prime and you put Bernard Hopkins in his absolute prime, Roy Jones wins that fight every time. Roy in his prime, Bernard Hopkins in his prime, Roy Jones wins 10 out of 10 times. But when they both slowed down, Roy could not beat Hopkins. When they fought the rematch and they had both slowed, Roy couldn't beat him anymore. That's the same thing I'm saying here. Prime Floyd Mayweather, prime Triple G, I'm going with Floyd Mayweather every time. slowed Floyd Mayweather, slowed Triple G, I lean toward Triple G. I don't see why at 40 years old, now he would turn around and say, oh, I want to take a chance. When if he fights McGregor, his paycheck is going to be higher with McGregor, his pay-per-view numbers will be higher for McGregor, and it will be a safer fight. There is no way I can see Floyd fighting Triple G over Conor McGregor. That's just my thought on it. Get in the comment section, tell your boy what you think. Until the next one, peace. I'll holla. I'm out.